Janani Sharadam Devi Ramakrishna Jagadguru Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmu. Sri Ramakrishna is telling, once a person has attained faith, he has achieved everything. There is nothing greater than faith. To Kedar, you must have heard about the tremendous power of faith. It is said in the Purana that Rama, who was God himself, the embodiment of absolute Brahman, had to build a bridge to cross the sea to Ceylon. But Hanuman, trusting in Rama's name, cleared the sea in one jump and reached the other side. He had no need of a bridge. All love. Sri Ramakrishna used to maintain the humor while presenting a thing. What moods do we have? What moods we maintain, we give along with the message. Sri Ramakrishna was the embodiment of Vedas, radiating always bliss and peace. The Vedas constantly radiate the supreme knowledge, the Ananda Swarupa, Satchidananda, Satchidananda. So, Sri Ramakrishna was always, any time you will see him, always in great joy, revealing things. When he used to weep for God, rubbing his face on the ground, Mother, where are you? Then also, he never lacked the joy of sadhana, the ananda of sadhana, which he as a boy, Godai, he used to run about and enjoy in the mango grove. The same joy he was experiencing and radiating and longing to meet his mother. So, throughout his life, one thing you see, he is constantly radiating joy and peace, Ananda, Ananda. Wherever he goes, wherever he is there, now and then, Muhurmuhu, Samadhi, which a person can never have and hardly see. At least we people in this Yuga, we have not seen anyone in Samadhi till now. So, it is such a rare thing, and Sri Ramakrishna used to manifest that state every now and then. So, radiating Ananda, he is in the ocean of Ananda, just like children play in the river and streams, in ponds, they will jump and beat the water with their hands, and water flashes here there on the people who are sitting around. Like that, Sri Ramakrishna used to play in the ocean of Satchidananda, and a few drops would sprinkle on the people who looked at him, heard him talking. That itself was great giving to the world. So here, all laugh because they are in that mood. Sri Ramakrishna's mood, he is sharing with others while telling how I tell a story. I can tell a story joyfully, I can tell a story seriously, I can tell a story weepingly. Same story of Hanuman, I can tell weeping also. I could not do anything in my life, Hanuman could jump. Anyway, I can express it. But he is expressing in such a way that Ananda, all laugh. This laughter is not an ordinary laughter of the devotees. It is what they experience within themselves in the presence of the Lord. Wherever you see any soul who has evolved in spiritual life, who has realized God, of course, and any saint's company, you will see you will be in a very highly elevated state of mind. You are in a very elevated state of mind. When we used to go to President Maharaj or any soul who has served the direct disciples in Arogya Bhavan, the old Swamis, we used to feel so elated. Means for many, many days, I neither need any sadhana, nor I am in a state of inspired status. We used to be in inspired status. That as if I am holding God, some cloth of God or something, that kind of, their presence, how they radiate that knowledge, bless us with their closeness, motherly love. You cannot imagine. But they are all there in the Arogya Bhavan, inaccessible to normal people. They have lived a great life throughout the life, whole life dedicated to God, dipped in sadhana and service of humanity, how they lived. And very often I used to go to the old Swami's rooms to see how they live, how they keep things. A few things they possess, beautifully arranged, calm, and there is no difference between a shrine and their rooms. Everything tidy, nicely. The moment they enter inside their rooms, they must feel they have come to the shrine. A small bhajan going on somewhere, one incense stick burning, fine fragrance within. The moment you go and sit, you feel like entering into meditation. So much a fine atmosphere they maintain. At the old age, very difficult to manage the old age, but their discipline from the childhood, the early life of monastic, they have lived that life of discipline. So that discipline is making them everything, like in hospitals, how they maintain the cleanliness, in spite of thousands of people coming and going. Somebody is vomiting, somebody is sick. With all that, how neat and tidy the hospitals will be there, especially the modern hospitals. You can see like that room. Here you see cleanliness, there you see purity, sanctity, radiating spiritual vibrations. Day and night they call on God. Sit in a corner and go on calling on God. Leave the world to itself. They have served the world till they are able to stand and walk. Now their last days of life, they want to dedicate in thought of God, when body is no more willing to cooperate with them. I saw one old Swami when I was in training center. Morning after the prayer, we used to go run before the tiffin. Tiffin used to be at 6:30. So before that, we'll get about 8 to 10 minutes. We run to all shrines and come back to dining hall. One old Swami, just we need 3 minutes to walk from his room to the main shrine, 3 minutes. And he used to take 1.5 hours keeping little by little feet, means in centimeters and millimeters he could walk. Like slowly he will take our 3 minutes of walk, he will finish in 1.5 hours. He reached while coming, he will take his stick and slowly, he cannot lift his hand, he will put somewhere, drag one flower bunch, take a few flowers. He cannot stand properly. If he falls, he has to be taken to the hospital. He has no strength, bodily strength, and he will pluck that flowers and go and give it in the shrine. There are so many volunteers, so many youngsters, so many brahmacharis working in the shrine. There is no dearth of anything, including flowers. But he used to pluck those 3-4 flowers and take it to the shrine. One day I could not bear him doing that. I went and told, Maharaj, you have done a lot of work. Whole life you have spent for others. Why you want to do all this now? There are so many people doing it. You need not do now. He looked at me with his bright eyes as if he is going to burn me down and said, what are you telling? I am still able to move about. I am still breathing. I am taking food given by the Master. And I am able to do this much service to the Lord. Allow me to do. That till the last breath, whatever they can do for God and others, they want to do. Whatever they can do. Means that is the only thing that he can do. He can't bend. If the flowers fall down, he cannot bend and take it up. To walk a few steps he takes, hours means you can imagine what would be his state of body and how. And in that, what is in his awareness, you see, awareness. He is unaware of his bodily sufferings, inabilities, infirmity. He is not bothered. He is bothered about what can I do for my Lord. This is true love. We complain to God, what have you done? I have served the whole life and I am not able to walk also. Joyfully he is working out his karma. He wants then also to do anything that he can do for others. And you see, this is life. This is what we see and get from elders. Senior Swamis, when we joined, used to tell us, go and serve old sadhus. You will get the fruit of sadhana. We must remember one thing, we may help ordinary people, people without education, we may give education. People without health, I can start a hospital and give them health. I can start educational institutions, serve them because they need help and I am capable of helping. But the moment you give any kind of help to anybody, give him strength, give him health, give him education, do anything for a normal man, immediately he runs after enjoyments. Give him a morsel of food, he will never sit in a corner and call on God, nor go and serve others. Somebody has given me food, let me serve others. No, never comes to his mind. Where is my next food? Who will give me next food? And whatever he has got energy, he will spend in enjoyments. So, you have been responsible to make him do lot of bad and some good also he may do. But natural tendency is to run after the enjoyments. So, what have you done? You have done a thing by which you are binding yourself. Unless you see God in others, serving when you see God in others, whatever be his condition, whatever he may do afterwards with the energy, with the health you are given, you are not bound. You have seen God and done, it goes to God. Otherwise, it goes to man. And his karmas, you are a shareholder because you are given free of cost. If you charge also, you have no, contract is broken. When you serve others, help others. So see that you see God in others when you help or serve others. Then what helps is your compassion for others, which made you to serve others, will be there at your credit. This slowly makes you turn to the divine. The compassion you showed to the suffering is your opening of your path to God. But the karmic load also is coming. If you see God and serve the suffering mankind, you have the credit of opening the door to perfection by the compassion you showed, and services you offered also went to God as a worship unto God. So this is an important, when you serve a sadhaka, a person who is doing spiritual practices for realizing God, and those who have renounced the world in the name of God, even though they are not doing sadhana, whatever they do, whatever services you give them, it will give you spiritual benefit. It is like doing sadhana yourself. Whatever sadhana they do, you will be shareholder of their sadhana. Just like ordinary people do karma, these people are doing sadhana in their own way. So, the sadhaka, sadhana shareholders you will be, otherwise you will be a shareholder of karma of ordinary people. So, Vinayakanandaji Maharaj, senior most Swamiji, when we were brahmacharis, he used to ask us to serve old sadhus, go and serve old sadhus. You will get the fruit of sadhana, Your sadhana is reduced. You feel, you will realize God without doing, this itself is your sadhana, to serve the old sadhus. So, this is one of the another important factor that we have to remember regarding faith. Once a man was about to cross a sea. Vibhishana wrote Rama's name on a leaf, tied it in a corner of the man's wearing cloth, and said to him, "Don't be afraid. Have faith and walk on water. But look here, the moment you lose faith, you will be drowned." The man was walking easily on water. Suddenly he had a intense desire to see what was tied in his cloth. He opened it and found
only a leaf with the name Rama written on it. What is this? He thought. Just the name of Rama. As soon as doubt entered his mind, he sank under water. See, the Vibhishana's faith that Rama's name he has practically seen. Stones floating in water with Rama name on it. So, these are, will not a man walk if Rama's name is given to him, tied to his cloth? But that faith, person must have had the faith to wonder, what a wonderful thing is Rama's name. Instead he got a doubt, Rama's name, what is this? And he sank. Faith, if you lose faith, you are gone. If a man has faith in God, then even if he has committed the most heinous sins, such as killing a cow, Brahmin or a woman, he will certainly be saved through his faith. Let him only say to God, O Lord, I will not repeat such an action, and he need not be afraid of anything. See, a person who is born as human, knowingly or unknowingly, constantly does good and bad karmas. Both he does, but good tendencies, good actions will be very little compared to because nature's way is to take the mind downward towards enjoyments. Whatever a man does to enjoy life, to feel comfortable, see the tongue, senses, sense enjoyment, hearing, seeing, all these are sense enjoyments. We don't understand suddenly. Whatever you do for yourself, whatever you do for your enjoyments, will be a karma which stands in the path of your spiritual life. Anything selfishness, anything sacrifice opens up your life, opens up your path to the divine. Sacrifice, giving is always first thing we have to constantly bring to our mind. I have come to this world to give and serve, not to take and enjoy. This one awareness must be there. I will never enjoy anything in this world. I give love, I give any services anybody wants anytime. I am there. And in depths of awareness, I am servant of this world. That ego may not come in any way to disturb your path. I am always feel yourself to be servant of this world. To be servant of this world is to be servant of God. They are called Kinkara. In Shaivism they are called Sharanas. In Vaishnavas they are called Vaishnavas. Vaishnava Seva. Vishnu Jana. Vaishnava Jana to. So that I am accepting myself as servant of God. Servant of God means you are servant of this world. Because God is in the form of this world. Whatever you see, there is nothing in this world other than God. But because of identification with body, we see I, you, this, that and all. differences, multifarious things, independent of God we see. When we leave our bodily existence also and see this world becomes the Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa. So this is the main thing is, one who has faith in God, even if he has committed the heinous sin, he need not be afraid. In the trust, because of the trust in the name of God, trust in the God, the karmas fall away. The trust is a grip and link between you and the divine. Trust, I trust in God. In God we trust. Trust is a grip in God, just like child holds mother. Especially in monkeys you can see. Small baby monkey, mother jumps from one tree to another tree. How that baby monkey holds at very height, the mother monkey will be jumping. The child is not at all afraid. If we stand there on the top of a tree, we will know with all security if we stand also. We can't see the depth. And in trusting the mother, it is holding its grip. Small baby is holding with its small hands. The hands are not yet trained to hold anything except mother. And it holds onto mother. This gripping is the trust. What makes you grip God like a baby monkey is the trust, faith in God, trust in God. It is the link between you and God with which you can leave all other hopes and trusts of this world. So, where will be your sin? Where will be your virtue? Where will be your punya? Where will be your papa? All go away. You become pure by faith and trust in God. What happens is, you are first from external-most bodily level to the innermost core, all the layers, your body, your prana's energies, your senses, mind, intellect, all get linked to the divine. Because you trust in God, like that baby monkey. It trusts in mother. It doesn't know what it should eat. The mother monkey gives its milk to the baby. It drinks. Total care is taken by mother. Mother eats the food. Baby doesn't eat. Baby drinks only mother's milk. It doesn't search for food. It doesn't know what it should eat or what it should not eat. Then it will see, mother will teach it everything. How to live in this world. How to enter somebody's house. All things will be taught by the mother monkey to the baby monkey. So, how to realize God is taught by God. When you link yourself to God in trust and faith, God teaches you from the inside. Which shloka Bhagavad Gita? Dadami buddhi yogam yena mam upayanti te. Starting shloka is this one. Evam sa tatayu. Yukta bhaktasvam mam paryupasate. Bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. 10th chapter, 10th shloka. So he says, satata yukta. They are Satata Yukta, constantly. Satata Yukta means constantly associated with God. Who but who trusts in God? The moment we leave the trust, the moment we leave the faith in God, we start holding on to something else in the world other than God. So only total trust in God makes you leave everything. If the trust is less by 1 gram, you are holding something 1 gram elsewhere. So the trust is making you to wholly give yourself to God and leave the rest. So this is Satata Yukta. You have become Satata Yukta. And constantly and long, forever, unbroken, forever. When you are associated with God and becoming one with God as if totally, then He gives you, shows you the way by which you move towards Him. Dadami buddhi yogam te tan yena mam upayanti te. Desham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. By which they come to me. I give such a mind to them, such an intellect to them, such an understanding I raise in them, that they start coming to me. This is an important promise in Bhagavad Gita by Krishna. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.